Okay, so for this week's assignments, we're going to be moving on from global prehistory to ancient Mediterranean. So if you go to classwork, all of our new stuff for this week is going to be right here under ancient Mediterranean. However, we will continue using our art history notebook to take down our notes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is open up my notebook and I will click on my notebook. It takes a minute to open because it's a big file. All right, and as it opens, you'll see that we have all of these different sections in our notebook. So we'll wait for it to load. Super slow. It comes in kind of funny, and then it'll eventually open up right. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down. So you should have already done most of these, right? We're gonna go to where the ancient Mediterranean section starts. This one is just an example one, so I haven't filled out all the pages. All of your pages should be filled up. Let's go a little bit more. And I'm going to go to where it switches to ancient Mediterranean, which is right here. Okay, you can see on this one, I brought in an image, but I'm going to show you how to do that, so don't worry. I will bring all of this over to show you how to do it. And I'm going to delete this stuff because I'm going to bring it in so you can see it. And we'll go through this whole process together. All right, so I have my AP Art History notebook open, and I'm going to go to up to the section that we're working on this week, which is Ancient Mediterranean. I want to start with the Prezi. So I'm going to click on my Prezi. And if you view the assignment, you can see here's my Prezi and here are my pictures. All right. Now we're jumping around. So we have number 12, the number 14, 16, 19, 25, 30. We're going to come back and do the other numbers in between. But for this section, these are the numbers of the artworks that we need to cover. Okay. So I'm going to click on my first thing, which is my Prezi. I'm going to open up my Prezi. Give it a second to load. There we go. And I'm going to use the information that's in the Prezi to help me fill out my notebook slides for the week. So for Ancient Mediterranean, we only have 6 artworks that we need to know. So I'm going to go through here. And we talked about the Sumerian culture, and we talked about the word ziggurats, how that was important for the structures. We had a map of the region. And here's where the notes start. Okay, so these are all the notes from my first one. So if I look at this one, I'm going to go present mode so you can see a little bit larger, because this is how you'll see it. Okay, so I'm going to take this information and put it in my notebook. So I'm going to escape out, and then I'm going to go to my notebook. Right here. All right, the first thing that I need is my photo. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my photo. You've got 3 photos to choose from. I'm going to choose this one for number 12. I'm going to click on it. And when it first comes up, I can't really do much with it. I'm going to hit the 3 dots. I'm going to open in a new window. And then once it opens in this new window, I have more options up here. So I can download it, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to download it. And then I'm going to come back over here to my binder. And again, sorry, the internet's really slow, so it's really slow to do all these things that I'm asking it to do. And then I'm going to insert image from my computer. And I'm going to choose the image that I just downloaded. Where is it at? Oh, I downloaded it. I'm on the desktop, sorry. This guy right here, open. And it's going to bring it in here. Again, just super slow because of the internet. And when it brings it in, I'm going to resize it and put it right there. I want to make sure that I have the right number here. So if you don't have a box here, go to Insert, Text Box. And then I just want to put a little box right here because I want to say that this is number 12. And I'm going to make it bigger. All right, now I'm going to go in and fill this information. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to get my title, my artist, my artistic period, my date, and my location. So I'm going to go back to my Prezi. So the title is White Temple and it's Ziggurat. So I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to type in here. White Temple and Ziggurat. The artist is unknown. Artistic period, Ancient Mediterranean. Let's see what our date is. 3500 to 3000 BCE. 3500 to 3000 BCE. My location is right here, Uruk, modern Warqa, Iraq. So I'm going to put Uruk, and I'll say modern Iraq. I'm also going to say it's Sumerian. And what else do we have here? That it's made from mud brick. So I'm going to put that too. Made from mud brick. All right, so let me pull back a little bit. I'm going to go to form first. So I'm going to look at my Prezi and see, okay, all of this information right here is form. So move it up a little bit. I'm going to take all of this information and I'm going to bring it over here and put it in form. Right, so I typed in the information from the Prezi. So function, context. Over here you have context, content, right? There's all kinds of information and I'm going to bring it in to fill in my slide. Okay, now there's one more thing that I'm putting on the Google Classroom that is there to help you. Okay, if you go back and go to the classwork, you may be able to see the material that is to help you. So we have notes for reference. Here it is right here, notes for reference. If you click on this slide, you'll see this is all information to help, but you do not need to copy all of this down. If there is something new on here that you need to include, like for instance, let's say that this is 5,000 years old and you want to write that in there. Or there's something else like the corners, not sides of the temple, point in the 4 cardinal directions. If you didn't take down that note, you can add it, but you do not have to. This is extra support, okay? If you just follow along with the Prezi and use it to fill in your notebook, you should be okay. But this is to help you if you need more help. So I've gotten these helpful notes from another instructor who teaches in Texas, and she's actually somebody who makes the test questions for this. So these are her notes to help you. So they're as a review. Okay, you do not necessarily need to use them to complete your binder. They're just a help. Okay, so an extra support if you need them, right? So what is due at the end of this week? So you need to make sure we have 6 artworks this week. So you have to make sure that you have 6 slides done, right? And you can see that here. So if we look at this, view the assignment, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 artworks that you have to make 6 slides for in your notebook, okay? The other thing you need to do for the week is your Khan Academy assignments, okay? Those are the only 2 things you need to do. Hopefully this helped you, kind of explained what you need to do. If you still have questions, you can always send me more messages and I will try to reply as quickly as I can.